St Mary's Church in Colkirk is essentially a medieval church, like all of our churches in this benefice, but there are quite a few Victorian embellishments and reconstructions here, where you see the stone looking very smooth. That tends to be a Victorian rebuild, and when you see the stone looking rather rough, that indicates that it is an original piece of medieval stone. And so we have a bit of a mixture going on here in this church. There is a coziness and a new kind of warmth to the church. The rood screen was rebuilt in the early 20th century, but has remained blank for most of the time since, until only very recently the installation of 6 fine-looking angels adoring the spaces that might once have been occupied by medieval saints. There on the rood screen, giving a lovely splash of colour and bringing into this church, which can be rather dark, a sense of brightness and warmth and welcome. Here in the church you'll find some Victorian windows. One window which is completely blank. It is said that the window there, which had been stained glass, was blown out during the Blitz in the Second World War by a stray bomb that landed not too far away and blew the window in. The window remains, but in a shattered state. And amongst the Victorian glass you will find in the chancel of the church one rare example of proper pre-Reformation medieval glass. It's just been reassembled in Victorian times in an abstract way. It's just really pieces of coloured glass, but it indicates the kind of colour there would have been in all our churches before the Reformation. In that jumble of medieval glass, if you look hard enough, you will find amongst the abstract pieces of colour one face which looks like a sad looking medieval knight. Perhaps he was meant to be the centurion at the cross of Jesus who remarks, seeing Jesus die, "Surely this man was the Son of God." Our parish here in Colkirk now includes the historic little tiny parishes or hamlets of Oxwick and Pattersley, which once upon a time had their own little churches.